This is the WFMY News 2 Sports Special. Friday Football Fever. Here are your hosts, Patrick Wright and Luke Liddon.
Folks, you made it through yet another week. Now it's time to kick back and enjoy some of the best high school football our area has to offer.
Week 10, can you believe it?
Absolutely not.
It's crazy how time flies. We had crews all over the Triad to bring you some of the night's best action, and we start with our Wendy's Game of the Week as Bishop McGuinness hosted South Stokes. And if you're a fan of defense, then you're in the right place because that's what dominated the first half. Late first quarter, Chris Day out of the shotgun, the pump, and now he's going down deep the right side, but the ball is tipped. And somehow John Williams comes away with the interception. South Stokes, though, would not score off the turnover. So later, Austin Lilly, avoiding the pressure, rolling to his left, trying to make a play, should have thrown it away, but instead he's thrown to the ground for the villain sack. So to the second quarter, Sora's in scoring position, but Lilly, he's going the wrong way, scrambling, and no, don't go backwards, get rid of it. But he's brought down by Jimmy Teza. They would, however, get a field goal out of the drive. So less than a minute to go in the half. Villains a yard out from Pater. Day, another pump fake, rolling right, and he connects with Teza, but this time he's the one scoring touchdowns. Villains would go up 7-3 at the half, but they go on to lose. A final score of 11-7.
All right, first place in the Piedmont Triad 3A Conference was on the line tonight as Southwest Guilford took on Mount Tabor. Let's head out to High Point to check out the action. Let me tell you, it was pretty good. Southwest, they led 6-0 to start the second half. We're going to start things off with Mount Tabor. Devontae LeGrand, here he is with a tough carry, but he's short of the goal line. The very next play, quarterback Kedrick Patterson on the QB keeper for the 1-yard score. It's 7-6 Mount Tabor. They weren't done after an interception. How about LeGrand again? A tough run. Gets into the end zone, though. That makes it 14-6 Tabor. Then on fourth down for Southwest Guilford, Devin Flowers going to find Darian Epps for the beautiful grab and the score. That's 25 yards for the touchdown, and they're going for two. Flowers scrambling, can't find anyone until Malik Green presents himself, and that's good for a 2-point conversion. But Tabor goes on to win a close one with an Aaron Muse field goal. They win it 17-14.
We've got much more in store for you on tonight's Fever. Still ahead, West Forsyth, Western Alamance, and Mount Airy all look to remain unbeaten on the season. Highlights from these three and more are straight ahead. We'll be right back.
But if you miss any of the action on your TV screen, you can still get scores and updates from Triad football games from both your phone and your computer. Just head to Facebook and like us at Triad High School Sports. On Twitter, all you have to do is search hashtag WFMYFFF. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Week 10 of Friday Football Fever. Head coach Adrian Snow and West Forsyth, they loaded up the buses and made the short trip down I-40 to meet up with Reynolds tonight. And Reynolds, their cheerleaders were celebrating because their guys were up 14-0 early on in this one. West Forsyth trying to come back. Jamani Wilson on the carry, hit hard by Cy Porter, almost knocked out of the frame there. Later on, some defense from West Forsyth. Shaheem Revel takes the pitch. Jack Olds slams him to the ground, but then here comes West Forsyth. Jamani Wilson with a touchdown carry to make it 14-7 Reynolds, some big defense here. Makai Dunlap brings down Wilson for the safety to make it 16-7. But West Forsyth too much in this one. Gianni Smith over the top to number 89. He's going to take it to the house for the 46-yard score. West Forsyth goes on to win big, 45-24.
Western Alamance has been on an absolute roll to start the season. The Warriors brought a perfect 8-0 record into tonight's game at Northeast Guilford, and quarterback Christian Daniels showing why they haven't lost. Quarterback keeper to the left side, making a man miss. The shake and bait, going right, going left. Give him the stiff arm and go ahead. Show him your taillights. That's a 45-yard touchdown run. Later, the Warriors defense showing up. Northeast Guilford's Tariq Ridges is picked off by Perry Greason, but the Rams defense, they would keep fighting as Desmond Overton brings down Daniels in the backfield, but only so much they could do because Daniels later finds a cutting Jake Chrisman from one side of the field all the way to the other as he takes it in for the touchdown. Western Alamance wins in a shutout, I should say, 38-0.
Well, Mount Airy looked to up its record to 9-0 with a win at home against Winston-Salem Prep. And Mount Airy, let me tell you, they came to play tonight. We'll start off with the Granite Bears in the first quarter. Here's Ian Holder on the QB keeper, tucks and runs. He's going to take this one 22 yards for the score after the 2-point conversion. It was 8-0 Mount Airy. Winston-Salem Prep trying to get on the board. Elijah Christian reverses field, but that Mount Airy defense just too tough on this play. He's thrown to the ground. Later on, Mount Airy driving again. Ian Holder going to pass to Cole Shelton. Shelton makes a couple of nice moves, gets up the field, but wait, he's stripped. Winston-Salem Prep's Isaiah Aird recovers it, but it wouldn't matter. On the very next drive, Jonathan Smith takes the handoff for a 5-yard carry and a touchdown. Mount Airy gets the 57-0 shutout.
We're off to Tarpley Stadium as Dudley played host to Parkland. Pick it up, third quarter. Dudley's Gerald Simpson finds Nigel Fitzgerald down the right sideline, just inside the red zone, but not much would come of that drive. So in the fourth, Dudley would capitalize. Zarik Rush would rush to the right side into the end zone to spread the gap at that point. Parkland would battle, though, as Jaseem Smith would get a great gain on this run to move the chains, and then later, Julian Monell would go ahead and score, as you're about to see right here, but it was too little, too late, as Dudley wins 28-12.
Well, Randleman continued conference play with a road trip down to Trinity tonight. We start with 2 minutes left in the second quarter. Randleman's Tanner McGee, he's going to find Jaquan Snipes, and that right there, after a nice juke, throwing a defender to the ground, he scores a touchdown to make it 24-0 Tigers. And they weren't done yet. Randleman's ball again. Here's the pass to Trey Ross for a nice gain there, and they're going to capitalize here on the drive with 20 seconds left in the half. Here's Tanner McGee again. He's going to drop back, goes up deep, and finds Tyson Green for the beautiful touchdown pass. Randleman goes on to win it 45-0.
Up next, a trip to Reedsville for a matchup between Rockingham County and Northern Guilford. Pick it up early first quarter. Northern Guilford's Will Leonard hits Ford Moser downfield, who just hangs on to make the diving grab to go up 14-0, but back comes Rockingham. Christopher Shoemaker right back at you to Walker Van Horn for the 40-yard gain, which would set up Anthony Sedano weaving all across the field, 30 yards into the end zone to make it a one-possession game. And now Rockingham starting to pick up some momentum here. Ray Stevens jumping in for the interception. And remember that Sedano man? Yeah, he's back. He sees nothing up front, but there's a lot of green going this way. 73 yards breaking away for the touchdown. Rockingham County wins it in a good battle by just 5, 26-21.
Well, still ahead on the Fever, more scores and highlights from around the Triad, plus our Aviation Triad Flight of the Night and Blue Cross Blue Shield Drive of the Week. We'll be right back. Now it's time for our Aviation Triad Flight of the Night. For this one, we go to a pair of Western Alamance Warriors. Christian Daniels connected with Jake Chrisman for a trio of second quarter passing catches. The third one resulted in a touchdown for the Warriors. Daniels to Chrisman ×3 for our Week 10 Aviation Triad Flight of the Night. Well, a big rivalry matchup went down in Greensboro tonight as Southeast Guilford met up with Southern Guilford. In the Storm, they came with their flags flying, but it was a tough start for them. Here we are in the second quarter. Quarterback Mike Crisp gonna drop back. His pass, though, picked off by Keyshawn Baldwin. And yeah, you guessed it, Baldwin would not be stopped. He takes it to the house for 6. Southeast Guilford takes the 14-0 lead. Of course, the cheerleaders are loving that. Later on, Southern Guilford on the punt. Anthony Badgett, he fields the punt, and he's gonna take it to the house. The nice cut here, walks into the end zone for another touchdown. Southeast goes on to win this one 34-21.
Let's drop a play that takes us to King as West Stokes took the field against Surrey Central. Third quarter, West Stokes up 11. You thinking Surrey Central's Martin Palacios is going one way, but he's going the other. A nice 42-yard run to take it to the 35-yard line. Then Ryan Martin goes right up the gut to the 5-yard line, but he's taken down as they're knocking on the door. So second and goal. Could they get it in the end zone? Andrew Cade to the right side, but no, he is stopped short. So how about third and goal? Let's wait a moment. He crosses the goal line. Palacios hitting pay dirt for the touchdown. They would also go on to convert the 2-point conversion. West Stokes, though, goes on to win 47-21.
And we're back in Randolph County as Wheatmore kicked off against Eastern Randolph. In the first quarter, Wheatmore's ball, Nick Halo hands off to Lucas Kelly. He's going to get around the edge, fights up the field, stopped just short of the goal line though, but Wheatmore would not be denied. Here's Pierre Hakizimana, one of my favorite names in the Triad. That's him for a touchdown. It's 6-0 Wheatmore. In the second quarter, just bad luck here. Cody Wilder, his pass is tipped and it hits our photographer in the stomach. Sorry, Don. That's rough, man. All right, but later on, Wilder gonna make up for it. Goes deep, finds Cameron Cox for the beautiful bomb and the touchdown. But Wheatmore goes on to win a thriller, 15-14.
That was just the wrong place at the wrong time for Don. Up next, our Blue Cross Blue Shield Drive of the Week, Western Alamance's Christian Daniels. We saw a lot of them earlier in the show, and this man was on one today as he hits Braden Oakley for the quick first down, and later, remember this play? He calling his own number. It was so nice, we just had to show you twice. 55 yards, past everyone for the score, and for our Blue Cross Blue Shield Drive of the Week.
Well, some other scores from tonight's action. North Davidson, they rolled past Central Davidson, winning 59-0. Page scores early and often. They beat High Point Central 48-zip. Todd Willard becomes East Forsyth's all-time wins leader as the Eagles beat Reagan 59-33. And Eastern Alamance, they shut out Moorhead 39-0.
Moving right along, Glenn goes on the road. They get the 35-17 win, while Eastern Guilford tops Southern Alamance 56-14. Thomasville beats West Davidson 28-12, while Burlington Cummings gets past Bartlett Yancey 45-28.
All right, we've got 5 big showdowns in the running for next Friday's game of the week, and you get to help decide who wins. So we need you to head over to our website and vote. Grimsley, they take on Page. Western Alamance hosts Eastern Alamance. Reagan, they travel to West Forsyth. Southwestern Randolph meets up with Ashboro, and Ragsdale heads to High Point Central. I can tell you right now, one of those contest is doing pretty well on our website. You can head over to our website, WFMYnews2.com, to cast your vote. The voting ends Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m.